Marriage for PR? IRCC cracks down, how to spot, report and avoid marriage fraud. Hello, friends, this is Travel Tree, here to talk about something very serious and very real, marriage fraud in Canadian immigration. IRCC has recently issued updated warnings about relationships of convenience, marriages entered into only to obtain permanent residency. Whether you're a sponsor, an applicant, or simply someone concerned about a loved one, you need to understand the risks, the rules, and the steps to protect yourself. In this video, we'll explore common fake marriage stories, how IRCC uncovers fraud, the consequences of getting caught, and how you can report suspicious activity safely. We'll also share practical tips so you never get manipulated or trapped in something illegal. This isn't just about protecting your immigration future, it's about protecting your safety, dignity, and the fairness of Canada's system. So stay with me, because by the end, you'll know exactly how to recognize the warning signs, avoid scams, and report fraud the right way. What is marriage fraud according to IRCC? Marriage fraud, also called a relationship of convenience, happens when someone marries or enters a common law or conjugal relationship only to gain immigration status, not to build a genuine life together. IRCC considers this a serious violation of Canadian immigration law. Officers are trained to detect fraud through interviews, document checks, background questions, and even home visits when needed. If a marriage is proven to be fake, both the sponsor and the applicant can face serious consequences. Why do people do it? Real stories behind the fraud. Marriage fraud happens for many reasons. Immigration shortcut. Some individuals see marriage as the fastest way into Canada, with no real intention of building a future with their spouse. Financial incentives. People may be offered money, gifts, or support in exchange for a fake marriage. Pressure or abuse. Families or partners may force someone into marriage with promises of helping them immigrate. There are countless stories of individuals who married a Canadian only to disappear once they received permanent residency. Many victims have shared experiences of being emotionally manipulated or financially used by someone whose real goal was PR, not a relationship. What are the consequences if you're caught? IRCC treats marriage fraud extremely seriously. If someone is caught, the immigration application can be refused. The applicant may be banned from reapplying for years. Both parties may face criminal charges if the relationship was entered into only to obtain immigration benefits. Sponsors remain legally responsible for financially supporting their partner for 3 years, even if the relationship ends. Permanent residency or citizenship can be revoked if fraud is discovered later. These penalties exist to protect real families and to maintain fairness in the system. How to report marriage fraud, what you can do. If you suspect someone may be entering a marriage only for immigration, or if you are being pressured into one, here are recommended steps. Report to IRCC or the Canada Border Services Agency. You can report suspected marriage fraud through the official IRCC fraud reporting channels or through CBSA's fraud reporting phone line and secure web form. These reports can be made privately and safely. Email the Citizenship Fraud Tip Line. Applicants outside Canada or individuals uncomfortable calling can also use IRCC's fraud tip email to submit information. Use the Canadian Anti-Fraud Centre. This is especially helpful if someone is using phone, email, or online scams promising marriage for immigration. Contact local police or call 911. If you are in danger, being forced into marriage, or being threatened, always contact the police immediately. When reporting fraud, provide as much clear information as possible: names, dates, details, evidence, or anything else that helps officers understand what is happening. How to avoid marriage fraud, tips from Travel Tree. Protecting yourself from a fraudulent relationship begins with awareness. Here are important steps. Know your partner. If someone you just met pushes for marriage quickly or talks constantly about immigration benefits, take a step back. Real relationships grow naturally. Ask real questions. Talk about family, goals, values, and long-term plans. Fraudsters often avoid personal or future-focused conversations. Seek legal advice. Before sponsoring or agreeing to a relationship involving immigration, talk to a licensed lawyer or immigration consultant. Keep documentation. Save photos, chat records, receipts, and travel history. IRCC uses these to confirm genuine relationships. Beware of scams. Never trust anyone who guarantees PR or asks you to pay immigration fees through unofficial methods. Fraudsters often request payments through unusual channels. Be honest. Never lie to IRCC. Misrepresentation can lead to bans, refusals, or loss of status. What happens when IRCC investigates? If IRCC suspects marriage fraud, officers may interview both partners together and separately. Ask detailed questions about your day-to-day life. Visit your home to confirm cohabitation. Review your documents such as leases, bank statements, or communication history. Check whether the sponsor fulfilled financial obligations. IRCC can work with CBSA, police, and foreign authorities if deeper investigation is required. If fraud is found, immigration status can be cancelled, applications denied, and criminal charges may follow. Why reporting matters, not just for you, but for everyone. Reporting marriage fraud is not about hurting someone, it's about protecting genuine families and the integrity of Canada's system. It protects sponsors who are being used or manipulated. It prevents criminals from abusing the immigration system. It ensures that genuine applicants don't face long delays caused by fraudulent cases. It educates others about how to avoid scams and unsafe situations. Real-life cautionary tales. Many Canadians have shared stories where someone married them only to leave once they secured permanent residency. Others describe being emotionally or financially drained by a partner who never intended to build a real relationship. In some cases, individuals have also reported abuse once someone received PR. These situations can be devastating, and IRCC treats them very seriously. Final thoughts. Marriage fraud is not a harmless shortcut, it is a serious offense that can destroy someone's status, finances, and emotional well-being. IRCC is actively cracking down on these cases to protect real families and keep the system fair for everyone. Whether you're a sponsor or an applicant, staying informed and alert is essential. If something feels wrong, don't ignore it. Use the proper reporting channels, gather your evidence, and seek professional advice when needed. Protecting yourself now can save you from life-changing consequences later. Thank you for trusting Travel Tree with this important information. We're here to keep you informed, aware, and safe as you navigate your Canadian immigration journey.